what you went through. But I'm here to tell you tonight, it is not the same thing. God does not have to redo your life in somebody else's life for him to be God. Whatever somebody is going through is unique to them, just like what you go through is unique to you. What people need is not surety. It took me a while to learn this, y'all. Because as church folks, we like to have surety. We like certainty. That's why it was neat. It was real neat. Only good things happen to good people. Bad things happen to bad people. That's real neat. That was certainty, meaning as long as I do good, I'm going to be all right. But if I do something bad, then I can expect some bad things to happen. We like that thing to be neat and like a cookie cutter, like a certain pattern. But beloveds, life is not like that. So people don't need certainty. What people need from us is clarity. They need a clear view of God, and a clear view of who he is, and a clear view of what he wants, and a clear view of what he's trying to do, and a clear objective of where he's trying to take us. So even if he takes me through the valley, I can say like David, yea, though I walk. Put that in the church in here, through the valley or the shadow of death, I won't fear no evil. I know it looks bad, I know it don't look good, but I know he's with me. Clarity is what people want. Clarity is what Job needed. But he didn't get clarity. He got certainty. And because they dumped certainty on him, Job started believing the madness even more of what he did not understand. Job started questioning what was going on. In chapter 3, he starts getting to him. He starts saying, Lord, it would have been better that I was not even born than for me to go through all this stuff that I'm going through. Lord, why did you bring me here? Just to go through all of this, Lord, why did you take me down this road? If you know everything and you know this road led to pitfalls, Lord, why would you give me this job just for 5 years later for them to lay me off? I was good at the other job. Chapter 7, he starts losing it even more. Chapter 7 is the one we know so famous, because that's the one where he starts insulting God. I know the verbiage is not there, but he really is saying stuff that's really making God mad. And beloveds, if you ever want to make God mad, tell him he's not God. There's a whole lot that God can take. He's got a whole lot of patience for a lot of things. But one thing he does not have patience for is when we, the creation, try to tell the creator that he is not who he said he is. In chapter 7, Job loses his mind and starts telling God that he's not God. And that's why God all of a sudden wakes up out of his silence. Catch it, y'all. For all this time, for all of these chapters, God is just silent. Silent, silent. He has nothing to say. Why? Because he already knows what he's doing. Chapter 42, Job makes a declaration. Your purpose is not hid from you. That means when he sent the devil, he knew what he was doing. When he let the devil take his money, God knew what he was doing. When he let him take his family, God knew what he was doing. When he let the house get destroyed, God knew what he was doing. When he let the devil touch his body, God knew what he was doing. So he was silent. And let me put a pin note here to tell somebody something. When you're praying and God is not answering you, don't you fret. Because when God is silent, that means he's up to something.